Konnichiwa, and good morning, or good evening. For me, it's morning. And I'm sure you're wondering if this video is clickbait. And no, it's not. I'm happy to tell you that I would never clickbait you. So this is not clickbait. And yes, the triggers here are worth $13,000. Now, if you still think it's clickbait, I could have said $16,000 because this is worth $3,000. Well, more than $3,000. Now, and I'm not bragging. It's not like I wanted to buy all these triggers. I had to buy all these triggers. I'm in dental school, and so all of my equipment is worth $16,000. And so there are so many little trinkets and items and things that I have no idea what they are, how to use them, and they're just laying around in my house. And I was like, what if I just used them for an ASMR video? Like, I know some ASMR artists, they go out and they buy a bunch of triggers to do in their videos, but I have infinite triggers that I will never run out of, so there's no need for me to even look around the house, because all I have to do is open one box and there's 2,000 items in there, you know what I mean? Like, literally, like, what are these green things? I have, like, so many of them. Are they gonna make good ASMR? Probably not, because, like, I don't know what you do with them. Give them a little, maybe. And a little, you know, I love Rafi because he does stuff like this, where he'll be like, okay, let me calibrate the mic really quickly, calibrate. Alright, right here, calibrate. Calibrate. Or any of you from the smartboard generation, do any of you know when you had the smartboards? When I was in elementary school, we used these things called smartboards, and it was like a dry erase board, but it's not a dry erase board. It's electronic, and you can draw and write on it, and I don't think they use them in schools anymore, but we used them, and they were so, like, new, and not in a good way. It was such a new type of technology that it was so buggy that you'd have to calibrate it, recalibrate it constantly. And so every kid in the class, all 30 of us, wanted to go up and calibrate the screen because it was like a game. So a little dot or an X would pop up on the screen, and you had to tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it, wherever it went. And then that would calibrate it. And man, did I want to calibrate it every single time. The 1 to 2 times that I got to calibrate it in my entire life were the best moments of my childhood, I will say. Not actually, but they were great. So it's almost like that little So that's the game plan for today. I think it's pretty self-explanatory at this point, so I don't need to do any more explaining. I like the jacket sounds though. I can just rustle the jacket for maximum tingles, of course. So first, there's this, and I love visual ASMR, I will say, so. Guarantee you've never heard something like this in ASMR before. If you have, then you can keep it to yourself, because I want to be unique, okay? I'm telling you. But what is this, guys? And this is the first of like many items that we're going to go through, so we're going to talk about it. Okay, so this is a cassette. Like a cassette tape, but it's a cassette, and it contains a bunch of items. So currently we're taking a class. It's called Hygiene Patient Clinic. It's pretty self-explanatory. You know, the people that clean your teeth when you go to the dentist office. Those are your hygienists, right? And so we're learning how to be them. We're learning how to clean the teeth and whatnot. We're learning the tools and how they work and what they're called. And I still don't know what they're called, but I'm learning how to use them. And so, completely never done this before, never knew what I was doing, never had any clue. But the other day, we were cleaning each other's teeth with these. Well, not each other's, we were cleaning fake teeth with these. And I was like, hey, doctor guy, hey, professor guy, professor dude. I don't remember his name, but I obviously didn't address him like that. That'd be disrespectful. was like, can I clean my partner's teeth? He was like, clean your partner's teeth? He looked at me like almost like that was not an appropriate question to ask. And I was like, I hope he says yes. And he basically said, well, I guess you can. He's like, have you done it before? And I was like, nope, never. And he's like, okay. I was like, he told me I could. He's down. So I was like, he's cool with it. Can I clean his teeth, please? And he basically told me clean it off with an alcohol wipe. Wipe one of these guys off, and you can go. You can do it. He didn't say it that enthusiastically, though. But anyways, nonetheless, I did clean my friend's teeth. But not with my tools. I cleaned them with his tools, because, oh boy, that guy had some calculus. And what is calculus? It's not math, it's the stuff that's on your teeth. Like the little, like, stuff that they scrape off before it becomes black. I used this tool right here. But I'm gonna hit it with a little. You got something in there? A little bit of it. And a little. And a little. And a little. Okay. Now I want you to look at yourself in the mirror. Oh, look. Do you see how many mirrors? How many mirrors can you see inside the mirror? Let me know. How many mirrors do you see in the mirror? If you keep looking down the line, you can see more and more mirrors in the mirror. This is kind of cool. So, if I was going to do dentist things and clean your teeth, I would set my cassette down and I'd say, open wide, Sally. And I'd put this up here and I'd say, okay, look at those big gobblers you have there. And I'd... Okay. Wow. You have so much calculus, sir. Did you ask for a teeth cleaning ASMR? No, you didn't, but you're getting one today. You and that dirty, dirty, unbrushed mouth of yours. This is a probe. This is called a periodontal probe. What does perio mean? Perio means around. Dont means tooth. So it's around the tooth. And a probe is something that you probe something with. So if I were to probe your forehead, I would just pokey your forehead. So if we're probing it, we're basically taking under here and we're going up in the gum line. And it's in order to see if you have periodontal disease or not. Basically, we can tell if you have periodontal disease based off how many little line thingies. Focus please, focus please, focus please. How many little line thingies it goes down. So if your periodontal pocket is super deep, you likely have periodontal disease, which we don't want. That's not a good thing. But it's okay. So apparently most of us have gingivitis. Pretty much everyone has some level of gingivitis, which is inflammation of your gums. So make sure to be brushing and flossing, okay? Before I come back next time, I want to see those pearly whites all pearly white, okay? Alright, sounds good, alright. Especially since you're about to go to bed, like, please brush your teeth. I don't want to have to get the calculus off your teeth next time, okay, cool. So we're gonna close the cassette for now. Let me try to pop this away from the camera. Away from the microphone, really. The camera doesn't matter. Camera does not pick up sound. Alright. So, we're gonna take the cassette, put the cassette back together. How much does this cost? I don't know. I don't know how much individual items cost. But all I do know is that everything together costs 13,000 schmackers. So that's pretty cool. Not a flex. Once again, didn't want to spend this much money. I just had to spend this much money, okay? Anyways, let's hit it with another. Wait. Cool. Okay, that's item number 1. Item number 2 is going to be, let's see, we're going to be tapping on some sticky wax. Now, can I open the sticky wax? That's a good question. I can. How does it stick? Let me not get rid of my wax. I need this. relax you. Let the $13,000 relax you. Let the $13,000 relax. Oh yeah. Will he stop hitting the microphone? Probably not. Alright, cool. Hopefully that was nice. Excuse me. Hopefully that was nice. Alright, we're going to switch to a soft-spoken briefly. Next here we have a Prolsies Prem Floss 200-yard mint. It's probably floss, I would think. So, I'm going to... Excellent. So now, what is this What is this $3,000 box? You might be asking. This is also not a flex. This is probably the coolest thing that I have, though. I will say. Give me one moment. We're gonna unzip her. Okay. So let's see if I can hold this for you. Cause why not show you what I'm doing? Okay. Unbox my loops. Loops are the things that the dentists use. They're little glasses that have they look like this. They look like that. They allow me to see in the mouth while staring forward. They're like a telescope for dentists. And so we're just gonna continue taking out all the useless stuff out of here. And then here we go. In this mini box inside of the bigger box, you'll find the loops. This is what we paid for, baby. Okay, excellent. Alright, we're gonna open it now. So, I'm sure you're wondering, what the heck are loops? Well, I kinda told you, but I've only worn them once. This will be my second time putting them on. I just put them on to make sure they worked. So, alright, here we go. The official loop. My fault. The official show and tell. Okay, here we go. Gotta pull my hair back. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Hold on, I'll do a little bit of jacket rustling. Alright, watch. Get ready. Oh my goodness, wait. Hold on. I can see the microphone. Like this, I can see the microphone. Like this, I can see myself. I'm looking at myself right now. See? I can see my chin. I'm pointing at you right now. Pointing at you right now. I probably look so stupid. But who cares? Who cares about the opinions of others? Only thing that matters is my opinion. Anyways, I'm going to talk to you for the rest of the video like this. Now, how many fingers do I have in total? Did you say 8? Nope, I asked how many I have in total. That's 10, buddy. You're wrong. Okay, let's see. Beard ASMR? Cool, we're done. Alright, anything cool about this? Well, they have a light, I know that. The light is on the front, but they need the battery pack in order to work. Thought about getting the wireless ones, the ones that you don't need the battery pack for. And basically the battery pack is in like the side little bar here. But these don't have that. I have to use this big bad boy. The Xeon Endeavor XL True Color. So the light is going to be yellowish probably at first when you first see it, but the light itself should not be yellow. Okay. All right. So how do I turn it on? It's a great question. I forgot how to turn it on. Oh wait, no. Maybe you click the on/off button, Ethan. Oh, nice. All right. So I want you to say "ah." All right. Ready? Say "ah." Say Okay. Cool. All right. Let's see. Now I'm going to use my... Why'd I put my Perio cassette up, guys? This makes no sense. I'm doing things out of order. You know, if I thought about my videos before I did them, which sometimes I do, which I do usually, I have like some sort of a concept. I'm going to go in blind. Then maybe, though, I would have already known that I wanted to do this, but it's okay. So here's what we're going to do. I have my loops on now. I look like an absolute doofus. And I'm going to grab the Perio probe, all right? I want you to say, Mr. Dentist, doctor, okay. Cool. You have stage 5 periodontal disease. Uncurable, unreversible. Good luck. So, that is what I determined. Now, notice how I did not use my loops at all other than for the light. But I can tell because you have clear signs of periodontal disease, which is not good. You don't want periodontal disease. So, but there's nothing I can do for you. Sorry. Can this thing stop? Ow. It's not moving. It's my sharpening stone. This thing's pretty cool. Okay, cool. Now, anyways, what's next, you might be asking? Well, the loops might stay on, they might not. But we're going to tie some more items. From now on, we're going to find the best triggers possible. How good can the triggers really get? You know what I mean? Okay. Bowl. Anyways, we use this bowl to like mix stuff up. Oh, you want to see what I made? That's what I was going to do. I'm going to show you what I made, guys. How could I almost forget? Where are they? Oh, they're here. They are wrapped up inside of this. What is this? It's a paper towel. It's nothing special. I promise it did not cost me any money. I got these for free. So guys, I'm not going to explain to you the whole process because I don't even know the whole process. But basically what I did is I made this thingy, right? You make the tray. So you see the material on the back of this stuff? It's the tray. It's called a Provisa tray. So we made it, and then we used a giant blade to like trim it down. You know what I mean? And then once it was trimmed down, then we like put this, what did we do? Put this pink stuff on there, right? But first, before the pink stuff, we put the green stuff on there, okay? So the green stuff has to go around the edge. And the green stuff, let me tell you, is rage bait. Guys, it's rage bait. I'm gonna take these off. The green stuff's a rage bait, okay? One more time for me to say, okay, cool. Anyways. So the green stuff is rage bait, and I'll tell you why. Hold on. Because Mr. Not going to say his name, Mr. Doctor Man, he was like, oh yeah, you need to like get all he doesn't talk like this, he's white. He was like, oh yeah, you need to like clean off the whole thing, like trim the edges, clean on the outside and the inside. And I was like, okay. So I kept trying to trim the edges, right? And I trimmed like the outside edges. And then every time I trimmed the outside edges, dude, the thing would crack and break. Like I'm telling you, like I was like, is it just me or is this so frustrating? Everyone's like, yeah, literally it is. And I was like, I know. And I was like, this is actually such rage bait. And then Mr. like main head doctor guy was like, yeah, like I don't really, he's like so unenthusiastic, he's the best. He's like, yeah, I don't really care like what you guys do, like it doesn't have to be that trimmed on the outside. And like Mr. Other Doctor Man was like just telling me trim it on the outside, trim it on the outside, trim it on the outside. And I was like, for real? I spent like an hour and a half trimming it on the outside when I never had to trim it on the outside. And every time I trimmed it on the outside, it would break. And so anyways, long story short, it was rage bait. So put the green stuff on, right? And then all you have to do next, we had little typodonts, they called them. Little fake mouths. I'll find one for you. Fake mouth. Fake mouth right here. Fake mouth, right? So imagine this is your maxillary arch. How do I know? I'm almost a dentist. Not really. So it's the top level. This is level number 2. And up here. Right. So what you do, you take her, and this pink stuff used to be like you'd like spray it on there and like fill it up, and then all you would do is just put it right there, right? Simple enough, right? Right? So you put it on there, and then you take it off eventually, and then it looks like this, right? And you're like, whoa, I'm done. And then what do you do? That's a great question. I don't even remember what I did next. You do something like called alginate, right? Alginate. What's alginate? Don't know. It's a material. So you pour the alginate in one of the bowls, right? You have a bowl? Bowl? You put the alginate in the bowl. You put some water in the bowl. You take a little spatula. Don't have it on me. Ooh, let me show you. Alginate. Okay. Geltrate Plus Antimicrobial Dustless Alginate. What does that mean? Don't know. But what do you do with the alginate? So you take the alginate. It smells minty. It's like minty fresh. I don't know why it's minty, but I got a little bit of it on my hands. It's not edible, by the way, so if you ever see alginate, don't take a scoop. Okay, don't eat it, sorry. Take a scoop, pour it in, put some water in there, stir up. It starts to get like into like a viscous liquid. You get the liquid, right? And then you take that, you pour it. What do you pour it on, you want to ask? Well, that's a great question. I'm glad you asked. Where's the thing I poured it on? Don't remember, but it's called no, don't have it. It's called a base plate. So it's like this little pink square, and it's kind of sturdy. I don't know what type of material it's made out of, but it's strong. I'll tell you, that's strong. Okay, and so the strong material, you put on the strong material, then use a boxing magnetic clip thing, which is over there. Both of those are behind me. I could grab them, but I'm not going to. So, anyways, use the boxing thing, and it's like a thing you put around it, so it like keeps it in there, and you pour the alginate in the bottom, and then you take this, and you press it into the alginate, and you like push it in, so where it's like inside of it. And as the alginate starts to harden, you wait. It hardens, you take the little boxing ring off the outside, and you trim it. You trim her up. What do you trim her with? Well, of course, you trim her with a Bard Parker knife? I forget what it's called. Something Parker knife. Use this thing. And you trim it. And then what you do? Oh, actually, I was wrong. You didn't put it in the mouth. What am I talking about? You put it on this guy. I made this. This is something I made. You press it in here. You take it out. That was before, though. Then once you do that, you fill it up with alginate. And then you fill it up with stone. And then you get this. Once you put the stone up, the stone just fell on the ground. It just broke, but it's not useful stuff. This is all I need. See look how beautiful that is? That's your mandibular arch. It's your bottom teeth. Mandibular arch. So you put that on your... This one on top. I love how it's falling on the floor. Nice. So you put this on top, right? This isn't what you put on top, but you just put stone on top. So you do the same thing. Put the stone in here, put some water there, stir up, pour it on top. Okay? So then you're finished. This sounds super simple, right, guys? But like for some reason, it just stresses me out. It's a lot. But then you get this, and it's like, oh, this is sick. But like, all I have to do is, drop it, and then boom, it shatters. And they're not gonna say, oh, I totally understand, it shattered, I'm so sorry. No, it's, do it again. You know what I mean? I'm really just kidding, it's not that big of a deal. But, so yeah, that's what I made. It's pretty cool. Thought I'd show it to you. Oh, you wanna see? These are the basically the rage bait sticks. I'm gonna call them rage bait sticks. So they're like hard, right? I'm not gonna like snap it. I'm not gonna try because maybe I can because I'm like super strong or whatever. And so these guys, you melt them in a flame and then you drip them on the outside, and that's kind of how we did it. As you can see, this guy's kind of warped, but I kept the material just in case I need it. But anyways, not that any of this makes sense. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, but it's not gonna be super relevant for your life, so it's whatever. You can brain dump it out. Let it go. Okay. Now what are we gonna do? Well, I told you I'd find items. Whoa, how are we at 26 minutes? That's crazy. Guys, this is insane. Wow. Okay. I guess we keep going. I'll go to 30 minutes. Sure, why not? It's a Sunday. A Sunday fun day. Give you plenty of content that you can watch throughout the week. Because, like, I had a huge exam yesterday. Huge exam yesterday. I've been talking about it in some of my videos for, like, the last couple weeks. I read 17 chapters. Did I read a single chapter? No. But did I do well on the exam? Yes. How did I do well on the exam? That's a secret. I didn't cheat. I don't cheat. But, basically, I figured out a strategy. And the strategy worked, okay? I plugged all the chapters into Gemini, Google Gemini, basically ChatGPT. Right? Put them all in there. And I gave it all the information that I had, and I told it to summarize. And, like, I kind of read the summaries, but, like, didn't really work. But doing the practice problems really helped. And I studied with other people in my group, and I learned a lot from just talking to other people about the material. And we figured out what was the most high-yield material, and boom, we're done. But there's a lot of things I did have to study, like all the drugs, pharmacology, if you will. A lot of that was on there. You need to know baclofen is a skeletal muscle relaxant. You need to know ciprofloxacin inhibits DNA gyrase. You need to know that etoposide is cell cycle specific, and it inhibits the cell cycle phases G, 2, and S. And it also inhibits topoisomerase. And tomorrow I have a radiology quiz. I'll show you my acrylic polishing kit and more stuff that's costs way too much money. These are called burrs. Like you're called burr. Okay. Someone punch this guy. Anyways. Does it make good sounds? No, not really, but these are burrs. You, like, use them to trim stuff, I think. Which I haven't used these, but I've used the other ones that are, like, already provided by the lab. So that's pretty cool. There's a lot of things like this in my kit where it's just like has a label and it's unopened. What is this? It's called a hot plate, I think. I don't know what it's called. Oh, I should get the vibrator. It's not what you think. I swear. It, like, literally... Oh, this is cool. It's like sandpaper, basically. What else? I'm just gonna cut that out. But, yes, this is part 1. I can do more triggers with my school stuff later. But, yeah, hopefully this was dope. Or cool. Or relaxing. Or fun. Or spectacular. I hope that you're having a super good week. I know I am about to have a super good week. It's going to be a great week. I've got a lot planned, like going to class and then going home and eating, and then going to class and then going home and eating and then sleeping and then eating and then going to class. And so, yeah, I'm going to be really busy this week, so that's exciting. That's really exciting. But I have a bike ride planned this week with someone. That's going to be fire. We're playing Catan tonight. Went to Kava yesterday, got me a bowl. It was good. It was like low-key cooking with the ball handling, like the dribbling. Cause I'm a basketball guy, so I'm like good with my hands, but like I'm not a soccer guy. And so, but I'm like, we're getting there, guys. It's so cool. Like I've always wanted to be good at soccer, and like the athleticism transfers. But like, yeah, like I'm really, really good at basketball. But like, yeah, like as a kid I sucked. I've talked about this before on the channel. It's fine. I'm not gonna explain again. But yeah. So, anyways, we're gonna play basketball this Thursday. I keep trying to get the dean of my school to come play with me. He's like a 6 foot something Asian, and he was telling us, and I specified the Asian part because he was telling us that he was like the only Asian that could dunk or something like that. And he said his first dunk was like a reverse two-hand dunk. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So I was like, so we play every Thursday, and I was like, I guess I'll see you this week, huh? He's like, oh yeah, right. He's like, oh, he's playing the old card. I'm old. Dude, you're like 40 something. Come on, my dad is like almost 70. He's 69 right now, and he still plays basketball every Saturday. Like, for sure, it's half court, right? And he's like, I mean, but he doesn't look like he's 70, so, I mean, he looks old. I tell him, I call him old man all the time, but, I mean, anyways, like, dude, you gotta come out and play with us, you know what I mean? Like, come on, play with your students, dude. It's gonna be fun. So every time I've seen him since, like, that was last Saturday I first talked to him about it. I saw him this week. He asked me how my game was, and I said, I didn't go. You know, we have our exam tomorrow, or on Saturday. And he's like, oh. He said something, and I was like, so I'll be seeing you Thursday, right? And I don't remember what he said. He said something, but I didn't hear him, and I laughed anyways, because, like, it was obviously a joke. You know, like, when someone says something, it's a joke, but, like, you didn't hear what they said. But, like, you don't want to ask them what they said, because then it's awkward, so you laugh anyways. Yeah, that's basically what happened. So, yeah, that was Joe. But, yeah. Today's video was like pretty light, surface level, kind of fun. And so we will be back soon. I'll do some more like deeper content once I reflect and have some things to share. So, but as always, love you guys. Thanks for being here with me for 30 minutes or so. I miss my friends at home, dude. Can't wait to see my friend Camden. I feel like he rubs off on me so much. It'll be in some videos when I go home. I'm going home in 3 weeks. 3 weeks basically, like maybe, yeah, I think it's about 3 weeks. Like Thanksgiving week I'll be home. So I might make a video with like my little cousin who was in one of my videos. And then like his friends want to make a video with me. And then, yeah, we'll see what happens. But we might have some fun content coming up in the future. Hopefully. With my friends back at home, which would be fire. So I'm excited for that. But other than that, life is going pretty good for me. We'll say I'm doing pretty good right now. I gotta go watch the Panthers game at 1, so 45 minutes. It is 1:15, 12:15. The clock says 1:15, but it's daylight savings, so it's not. But I gotta go watch the Panthers game, so excited for that. And yeah, that's that. Wish us luck today. Andy Dalton screwed us over last week. He should be fired forever. He should lose his job forever. That was terrible to watch. And my Brycey Boo's made of glass, so Pookie's back though. Pookie's back. Excited for that. But anyways, I could yap and ramble for a little while, honestly, but my fault. We'll save that for later. Alright. Well, it's been nice to be here with you. Yes, once again, everything in this video does add up to $13,000. Well, everything that I add in the video does not add up to $13,000, but everything in the video plus what else I had that I had not shown is $13,000 plus $3,000, so that's like $16,000. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, like I said, I hope this was relaxing, and I will see you